Alright. Okay. Give me a second. I probably should have calmed down before I started making the video, but I'm pissed. I'm really starting to get pissed off. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, as you can tell from the title of this thing, I'm talking about churches and whatever bullshit. And first, I'll start off with a little backstory. I stay with my mom. I'm only 19, so I live with my mom. I got out of high school like a fucking year ago. I'm looking for a job. I'm leaving the next few months, but she works. When I did go to high school, I went to this uppity fucking private school, which whatever. I don't really give a shit what people think about that, to be totally honest. But I'm not going to say the name of the school because, I might be revealing some shit that really shouldn't be said, or at least not knowingly said to a lot of the people who go there. I mean, I know the people who watch this will probably be people who don't know the church or don't know the school or the college or whatever, or people that know me and might know it through that, but those people know to keep their mouth shut about shit that doesn't need to be said. I'm just like so fucking pissed. I can't even stop myself right now. But basically she still works there because my little sister still goes to the school, and by working in this ministry she gets a significant discount on my little sister's schooling, which I can understand she really needs, because it's just her, it's just us. My dad fucking left years ago, and the child support he sends for my little sister, and he sent for me before I turned 18 or graduated high school or whatever, how the fuck it works, that didn't cover the schooling. It barely covered the house payments. I mean, and my mom's working her ass off trying to keep this shit going for us, and I totally respect and appreciate her for that. That's amazing what she's doing. But anyway, at this place she's working at a college that's founded in a church ministry. So she sees a lot of the inner goings-on of what's going on in these ministries. And then, she gets frustrated and she comes home, she talks to me, and I just listen, and I try to, give her the best advice I possibly can on what to do. And it's come down to all these people are just fucking pissing me off. I want to go up there myself, get in that fucking pastor's room, and just start asking him, what the fuck are you thinking? Honestly, what is going through your head right now? They're firing, no, letting go people, whatever the fuck that means. It's the same goddamn thing. They're letting go of people who've been there for their whole lives. They're letting go of people who have been working there for 40, 50, whatever, however long, since the fucking place began. They have been working there, and they're just dropping these people like fucking rocks because they're moving towards the new ministry, as they call it. They're so much bullshit that it pisses me off. It's all political nonsense. That's all it is. It's a bunch of fucking people who haven't been in this ministry more than 2 or 3 years, at if anything, who want to run the place, but they don't want to run it by the same traditions that's being run now. They don't want to run it by the basic fundamental things that have started this. I don't even know the right fucking word for it. This place started out as a fundamental independent Baptist church, right? So, it's very conservative, or it was supposed to be very conservative. But the whole thing, the whole church, their college, their school, everything has morphed so much contemporary stuff that most of the people who originally started in this church and came to this church because it was conservative in this contemporary society are leaving because they feel like this place has been so disloyal to them, and they feel like this place has basically fucked them over, that it's insane. The whole thing is fucking insane. It is and you know what? It's not a church anymore. If it ever was, I don't know. I went there ever since I was born until I was like 17, and I stopped going because I did not like the bullshit they pulled. But it's not a church. It's no longer a church or a college or a ministry anymore. It has become a fucking institution. That's all it is. A motherfucking institution. And everyone in it, all the fucking members, the people who go there willingly, are fucking patients. And the people who work there are no more than overpaid bullshit drug pushers. That's it. Drug-pushing little bastards who don't even deserve the title of doctor, even in this weird little metaphor of mine. Because that's all they do. They push as much shit and as much mind-altering bullshit into these people that are going there willingly that they think they're in a good place, but they're not. And you know what? And don't get me wrong. There are some people who are still there because they can't do anything else. There are people who are still there because they need the job. They need this place doesn't pay them enough, first of all, for all the shit they do. I mean, my mom herself, she does the work of about 6 different secretaries, and they don't even pay her enough to cover my sister's school bill without that fucking tuition benefit. And it's not cool. You don't pull that shit. And they basically back these people into a corner who desperately need the job, but don't want to call these people on the bullshit they're doing because they don't want to lose their job. I mean, the whole reason for this place and the way this place is supposed to be is based on faith. It's based on a faith and a common brotherhood in that faith. And it should remain that way because it's one church. Alright? Honestly, I don't like a lot of organized religion. I'm not going to lie there. Personally, I think most of it's bullshit. But I can understand needing a common brotherhood and a common a way to fellowship with other people who share your doctrinal beliefs. I can accept that. I can respect that. That's not really for me, but it's cool. If you like that, that's what you need to do. And that's what this place was supposed to be. But now they have people coming in who are trying to warp the doctrinal beliefs that this place was based on, and they're screwing over half, if not 75% of the people who fucking go there. It's you can't do that. You can't just come in and change everything. And you're not even replacing it with any value doctrinal system. You're replacing it with a business. It's no longer a church. It's no longer any doctrinal beliefs there. It is a fucking business. And I don't appreciate that. I may not believe that way, but when it comes down to it, all that was a doctrinal faith base that everyone there respected and everyone there agreed on, or at least agreed on the basic facets of, and enough of to be able to fellowship together without any major problems or any major schisms in the church. And then these people come along, or these people who somehow rise into a position of power because the church thinks they'll do a good job, and they abuse that power. They take the fucking church and the fucking doctrinal foundational beliefs in this fellowship, and they transform it into a business. It's an organization. And I may not have that faith, and I may not believe the way these people do, but when I come across a group of people, and they're being exploited for their faith, and they're having their faith and their belief and their religion exploited for bullshit religion, for bullshit fucking business, I don't appreciate that. That's bullshit, and anybody out there can tell you. I don't give a fuck. Anybody who can actually look at something objectively, and anyone with half a fucking brain that can look at something, whether they believe in it or not, if they see that something being exploited for fucking money and for fucking political power, when they see that, that would piss them off. And if it doesn't piss you off, then you're a sophistic fucking prick. Alright? If you come across a group of people that is being exploited simply because they believe some way, and you have a bunch of people who are bullshitting them about what they believe just so they can get their money, and you don't want to do something about that, then you're a selfish little bastard, and you should go to hell. Whether it's there or not, go. Alright? Fuck you. And I really just want to go to this pastor and talk to him and be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Are you fucking blind? You're letting these people run rampant and throw these people who have been working there for decades out. Do you honestly think they're not going to give you the same fucking treatment? Really, once you become useless to them, and once they gain complete control over this congregation, they're going to toss you out on your ass. They're going to cock up some fucking bullshit story and make it look like you did something horrible so they can feel justified in throwing you out. That's what's going to happen. In about 2 years, if not less, this pastor is going to be out on the street with his fucking family, or he's going to be living with one of his kids because somebody called some bullshit story about how he molested a child, or about how he tried to fucking change something in the doctrinal system of the church, or he made a comment that was horrible and totally contrary to the so-called foundational beliefs of this church that are no longer even there. They're going to fucking throw him out and they will do this once they've gotten rid of everybody else who was there from the original foundation, except for the congregation. And all those in the congregation are going to be stuck. And you know what? There's nothing he'll be able to do after that. So somebody needs to stand the fuck up and man the fuck up and tell these people they can't do this anymore. And that's all I'm going to say on that.